Pook. Alright, I need to do a video. Look, the camera's rolling. I'll show them all what you're really like. You see, this is the real Pook. Okay. Hi everyone and welcome back. Great news, Bryan and Pi are back and our house build is on again. The work is continuing. Also in this video, my buddy Lee introduces me to a group of his friends and something that I can see could quite possibly be my new hobby. But before that, I want to give you an update on the Buy Me a Coffee link and how much money you've raised, and of course show you some of the people that we've been helping here in Thailand with your help and your money. Okay, we're back at the coffee station this morning and it's time that we did an update on the Buy Me a Coffee the fund, how much it's made and why you can no longer see the link. We've taken the link down and I'll explain. Now, thing is, we put the link up and it just went crazy. It made much more in such a short time than I ever thought, than I could ever imagine. It just took off, didn't it? Mm-hmm. It went crazy. Yeah. And I'll give you all the figures after we've done this little intro to it. But it's really strange, you know, throughout life, I don't know why I'm still surprised about the behaviour of some people, the way that some people act. You know, right from when I was a kid, I knew that there was such a diverse and weird range of people out there in the world. From having to deal as a child with the sadistic teachers who were at my school and the way they used to behave towards us, right the way through life, meeting different people, travelling around the world and seeing the way people behave. But it still astounds me, the fact that people can come onto YouTube, see someone who's doing nothing but good for other people who really need some help, who could do with that good, and they have a pop about it. They start to make accusations about it. They start talking as if you're going to, well, what it was, there were comments about the fund, about that fund going to our house build possibly, about, you know, lack of transparency, all of that kind of nonsense. And of course there's the thing about me doing any kind of work here in Thailand. I can't work. So the thing is, everything is down to Pook. The fundraising, I might talk about it, there's nothing wrong with me talking about it, but all the fundraising is down to Pook. Pook controls the money, she pulls the money out the bank, she goes out spending, and she finds the causes that we're going to be helping. And I'll show you that as we go through. But it just astounds me that people will do what they do just to try and put a block on some people who are seriously in need of help and stopping them getting that help. I don't know why I'm still astounded. I've come across it throughout my life, but there's some real strange people out there, there really are. Anyway, moving on from that, we're going to beat those strange people, because the answer to this, we're not going to give up. We're not going to sit back and say, oh, we can't raise funds and help people. We've found a way around it. We're going to set up a company here in Thailand. That company is going to be registered here, initially in Pook's name, and then it's going to be me down as a director and a shareholder. Then I'm going to get a work permit. Then I'm going to be able to start shouting from the roof, ramming it down everyone's throats, how we're working and how we're going to be doing this to raise money. So the Buy Me a Coffee link's been taken down for now. Please understand why. Just feeling our feet, getting ourselves sorted and levelled again. The money that we've already got, like I say, after this little clip here, I'm going to run through everything that you raised, Pook raised, not me, Pook raised it, and what she spent it on. We'll show you the receipts.
Yeah.
the money coming into PayPal, the money coming out of PayPal, the money coming out of the bank, and when she's at all the different shops buying what she needs to help these people out.
And who we've been helping.
Yeah. And how we've come across those. There's been some really good causes so far, and there's still some money left, isn't there?
Yeah, and we still, have the list for people we are going to help.
Yeah.
And video to edit, and you will see.
Okay.
Soon. Yeah.
So let's get straight over and we'll show you, first of all, the money you guys raised, not us. All we've done is put a little link up there for you to donate. It's you guys, and I've got to say thank you so much. So generous, and it just touched a lot of people's hearts and they started helping people.
Thanks.
So let's get over to the video clip. We'll show you the breakdown of the costs, the expenses, and the spreadsheet showing everything.
Okay.
Oh, and right at the end of the video, we're going to do a name check for everyone who's put their name down, just giving people a name check as a thank you, letting people know.
But someone, they don't have their name on, so...
Yeah, well, yeah, you'll see that. As the names go through, you'll see some of them are marked up as someone. They didn't want to put their names down for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But there'll be a name check at the end, and everyone, thank you so much. You've done really great, and you're really making a big difference to some people over here in Thailand who need your help. Thank you.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
So let's get straight onto the finances. If anyone wants to check at any given time how much has been given, how much has been donated, go onto the Buy Me a Coffee website / the Isam Farang, and you can see every single donation that's been sent through and who sent it. So for February, we ended up with $1,434. That was after the deductions from Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal for the transfer. They charge a transaction fee as well. So that's what we ended up with in dollars. And if you look just below the dollar amount, you'll see that converts to 41,733.57 Thai baht. And here you'll see the screenshot of the banking app showing that money going into the bank, being transferred. As I've already explained, we took the link off of the YouTube channel, but going through the Buy Me a Coffee page, you can still donate, but we'd rather people hold off for now. But Jeff kindly donated $15, and that gives us $13.29 after the deductions. Then it was off to the bank so Pookie could withdraw that money and keep hold of it, ready to start spending on the people that need some help. Pook started to do her research, and she found out about this guy called Udon. Now, he's, for 30 years now, I'll just give you a rough outline. 30 years now, he's opened his home up to youngsters who are disjointed, homeless, and a bit lost. So he's opened his home up. If he hears about them, people actually get in touch with him through his Facebook channel, and I'll put a link to that down in the description in case you want to help him further. He's doing some great work. And he gives them a home in his home. Doesn't charge them anything. He gets a lot of donations regarding food and things like that. And he gives them a home, gives them a bit of stability, and then helps them rehabilitate, getting back into work, that kind of thing. Lets them stay there and build their lives, and then hopefully move out into society, living their own lives in their own homes. That's the basics. There's a girl staying at his place now. She was an orphan. Right from being a baby, she was orphaned. Living in an orphanage at the age of, I think it's 18, they get kicked out. But just before she left there, they actually gave her some training in hospitality, working in hotels. She did okay with that. She got a job down in Bangkok in a hotel, working there. And, of course, COVID kicked off. She lost her job. Didn't have anyone there, no family, nothing at all. Came back to Udon Thani, which is where she was in the orphanage. And she was still lost. She was, she didn't have any money or anywhere to stay. So she actually went to live in Nongbur Park, the park where you see me and Pook jogging most days. She was living under the bridge that goes over the lake there. So she fell in with a crowd of homeless people. One thing leads to another. She ended up pregnant with one of the guys she was having a relationship with. Now, you can be judgmental about that, but the fact is now she's in a position where she's got 2 babies. She had triplets. One of the poor little souls died. She's got 2 babies now, and she's in the position she's in. She needs some help. So Udon has taken her in, given her a home, given the babies a home, and he's helping her get stable. She's already said she wants to get back to the hotel work, but he said, no, bond with your babies first, live here for a while with them, and then gradually get back into the workplace part-time. But we'll go through more details anyway, and we'll explain what's going on, and you'll actually see the babies, see the girl, and see a little bit more and hear a bit more about what the work he's actually doing. So we started off by getting a few things to help the young girl out and the babies. The total come to 3,471 baht. For some reason there was a 130 baht discount, leaving 3,341 baht to pay. And here are the two little ones that your donations are helping. Pookie.
Yeah.
What's the lady's name? I can't remember.
Part. This is Part.
Okay. So just briefly, she went and lived in Nong Bua Park and was hanging around with people there. Life started to get really difficult for her. And as sometimes happens in these situations, people get in relationships that might not be right. That happened, and she became pregnant, and she was having triplets.
Triplets, yeah, but
when she gave birth, sadly, one of the little babies died. There's two fighting there, and they're looking really great and looking really strong. Yeah. So the story is now that what's Krutawan heard the story, and people told him about this girl who had the babies living under the bridge in Nong Bua Park. Yeah. He went along to help her, and that's what he does. He brings people like her into his home, gives them a home, gives them a bed, and gives them stability in their life again, so that they can rebuild their lives. Yeah. So the situation now is that he's waiting for the babies to grow up and bond with their mother a little bit, and then he'll help her back into the workplace. Is that right?
Standing up when she's getting strong, so she can, do some work in the future. Yeah. She likes to go to work now, but he not agreed.
No, but she needs to be with the babies. For the while,
And a member in this house, they help each other.
So they all muck in and help.
Some of them help to look after the baby.
Okay, so let's just cover that quickly. So how many people is he helping at the moment here in the house?
อยู่ในบ้านกี่คนคะ10 คน10 คนนะคะเพิ่มคราวที่แล้วเรามา8 10 รวมทั้งครูด้วยเป็น10ใช่ไหมคะ 10 people in this house now.
10 people? Yeah. Okay, so again, these will be teenage boys or girls who are at a bit of a loose end, nowhere to go, no family or anything like that. He takes them in, like I say, gives them a grounding, gives them somewhere safe to stay. And from there, he helps them build. Most of the boys are out working now, aren't they?
ก็มีงานนะคะบางคนก็ออกไปทำงานนะคะส่วนใหญ่จะไปทำงาน Most of them gone to work. Yeah,
that's great. Job. So he's got them jobs in garages, doing gardening, building work, that kind of thing. But even so, it's not like throwing them straight out in the deep end. He lets them stay here while they start working, build up a little bit of a fund for themselves, and then they can stand on their own 2 feet and get their own place to stay.
วันนี้ที่ให้อยู่เพราะว่าจะพาลูกแฝด2 คนไปวัดป่าหนองแซงแล้วก็ไปที่โรงพยาบาลก็เลยต้องให้หยุดช่วยอุ้มเพราะว่าคนเดียวอุ้มไม่ไหวก็
Some of them have to take the day off because they have to take the baby to the hospital and to the temple.
So all the people in the house help with the babies, yes?
Yeah. ทุกคนก็ช่วยดูน้องๆด้วย
Like a big family.
Yeah, like a big family.
Oh, that's good. So what we decided to do
today we did bring some milk, some clothes,
some formula milk. That's a month's worth of formula milk for the 2 babies there.
And something for the baby.
Some terry nappies. See, the thing is, she uses terry nappies all of the time, really, doesn't she?
Yeah.
But now that they're getting a little older and they can start going out, she needs some disposable nappies as well when she takes them out and about. So we've got some disposable nappies.
So much history.
We've got some disposable nappies. We've got some formula milk. There's some terry nappies there as well, and one little outfit for each of the babies.
Yeah.
But also, having so many people in one house, there's a lot of washing to be done.
Yeah.
And that's why we decided it might be an idea to get a washing machine for them.
Correct. Yeah.
And that way, you know, some people might say, well, that's not really needed because you can hand wash, but that way it frees up more of their time and gives them more of a chance to get back into the workplace and help themselves. So that's why we decided on getting the washing machine. And we just hope that all of you guys who donated agree with us. It's really difficult when you suddenly got some money and you need to help people to think of what people will agree with. This is not our money, it's their money, it's the subscribers' money.
Yeah, that's right.
So we hope that you agree with what we've done. We saw this as a really worthy, needy cause, and what Udon is doing is amazing. He's telling me he's doing a very, very good job.
Yeah, he's been helping a lot of kids and still going on for more than 30 years.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention that. He's been doing this for 30 years, opened his house up, and he does a bit of building work himself to keep himself going, but he opened his house up 30 years and he's been helping people all that time. Just let him know that we think it's a really worthy cause. He's doing a really good job.
เขาบอกว่าคุณทำหน้าที่ดีมากค่ะแล้วก็ and ทำต่อไป let him to keep care on what
Yeah, carry on, yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much, thank you. So here's the receipt for the washing machine. Came out to 7,990 baht. The next project that we came to hear about came to us through Pook's sister-in-law, Bo. She works for the Education Authority here in Udon Thani, and what happens is if there's any problems for any families, major problems, and they have school-age children, the Education Authority are notified about it just to let them know that there could be some disruption in the child's education, and also they see if they can help them out in any way. So she let us know about these two families, houses right next to each other, both been burnt out. So we went down there. As soon the evening we found out, we went round there. It was dark then, so I didn't do any filming then. But we actually had a look at the place, and it's devastating. Actually, the two houses are completely gutted. Now, the first house, there were two elderly people living there, grandparents looking after their two teenage grandsons, who are at, well, I think one was working, one's out looking for work, and there were two aunts, or an aunt and an uncle living there. Next door, another family, mum and dad, two young children. There was a 14-year-old and a 12-year-old girl. And who else? I think there were a couple of other family members living with them. But you'll see in the video, absolutely devastating. The whole lot, everything they ever owned has gone completely. So we spoke to them initially that evening, found out what they wanted, and of course it was the basics, some food, things like that. So I'll carry on with the video now, and you'll see what we've done and how we managed to help them out with your money. Pookie's been out to Macro with her family, with her mum and dad, to get some things for this family whose house has been burnt down. Wow. You've been shopping?
Yeah. We got fan for them.
Two fans, nice.
Yeah.
Is that one for the old couple and one for the young family?
Yeah, two families. Everything we do two sets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got rice, noodle, oil, fish sauce. Well, thing to use it for now. Really.
Nice, just like to get something to them immediately.
Yeah. And the lady, she mentioned she want talcum powder. Oh, not talcum powder. What they call
washing powder for the clothes,
powder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fish sauce.
Fish sauce.
For cooking. Well done.
Over there, fish sauce.
And cooking oil. What's in those bottles there? What's that?
Which box?
Bottles.
Soy sauce.
Okay. Essential ingredients in Thai cooking, yeah? Well done, Pookie. How much do you spend?
I spend... Hold on. 3,706 baht.
3,700.
6 baht.
Well done. So we're here just round the corner from the airport. Just a couple of nights ago, this was on all over Udon Thani News. Two families living here. There's an old couple, a grandma and grandfather, who were looking after some members of their family. And then there's another family, mum and dad, two young girls, schoolgirls, and a couple of other members of their family. And this site here, this was where there were two houses. You can see it's absolutely devastated.
One house here and another one over there.
Yeah. So this was where one house was, absolutely just burnt to the ground, and then this was the other house here. But look at them, a few days later, all the family are mucking in and helping out, clearing the site, and probably getting ready to build another place, to start building again. It's devastating, absolutely devastating. Looks like this is all ready to come down as well. They're going to have to take the whole lot down. There's no way that they can salvage anything from this. Don't know about these walls here, but they're scorched and cracked in places. It might be that all of this lot has to come down as well. So what we've done is that Pook's gone out, bought some food, bought a couple of fans, and that way we're helping both families from both houses. And then I think Pook and her mum are meeting with the two girls and their parents over at Big C at some point, and we're going to help the girls out with some things they need for school and some clothes and things like that. Do you know something though, Pook? I think it's lovely the fact that all these people are mucking in and helping out.
Yeah, yeah. Now they got to get enough money to, you just to pay people to clear more out.
Yeah.
And yeah. For now, they're separate. Just live in that house. Live in that house.
Yeah, that's the thing. The neighbours are putting them up for now. All right, the family's staying in different places, but they're all. It looks like they're all staying in the same street still, because neighbours helping them out. That's a wonderful thing. It really is. It's Friday morning and we're on our way out with Pook's mum and dad. We're off to get some kitchen equipment for the family that we met yesterday, the two families whose houses have been burnt out. So it's just a short distance, isn't it, Pook, to this place we're going?
Yeah. Ring Road.
Yep.
We're going to get kitchen stuff for them.
Going to get them a gas burner, yeah?
Yeah.
So this place here, it looks like a cut price macro to me. It looks like they do pretty much everything. We've come here to get some kitchenware. Some things for the family's kitchens, bowls, plates, cooking utensils, pots, pans, woks, that kind of thing.
40 baht per piece.
40 baht, yeah, okay. And some of these as well, maybe? Or what do you think?
Yeah. 20 baht, 20 baht.
That's 2,755 baht for all of that. We've stopped off at this little shop on the ring road here. Just a few shops down there. That's the plasterboard shop where me and Pook called into the other day, and it's where Bryan ordered the plasterboard for the continuation of our house build. So there's this place here right on the corner where these lights are, and Pook's mum says this is the best place to come for one of these little cookers, these little burners.
I'll just take one, I think.
Really?
You know, for now, you know, I think to take this one, 1,200.
Really?
Yeah, if it is too much. They can, you know, come on, emergency.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
Okay. So, how much are these ones?
So the gas bottle 2,900 baht. Also they got the gas in it already.
Right, okay. But tell them.
We're
buying for a family who've lost everything. That's what we're buying for. For their merit, can they give them a discount?
Okay. Yes. So they're gonna help a few hundred baht.
Ah, there you go. Thank you. Khop khun krap. This lady has just given us a fantastic discount on these things. I'll explain it all later. So, what's the lady's name? What's it called? Mahachai Gas. And I'm going to put a link to where their shop is on this video because they've given us a good discount helping the family out. Thank you so much. Khop khun krap. So this is where you'll find them on the ring road. This is the map, and here's a screenshot so you can spot the shop as you're driving past. It's right beside the big tyre fitting place, the place that fits wheels to cars. And also here's a screenshot of their Facebook page. I'll put a link to their Facebook page down in the description below. And if you're looking for one of these little burners, please come and visit these people. They've done us a right favour and they're helping the people out who we're helping out as well. So Pookie, just explain.
Yeah.
We've got the actual cooker itself, we've got the regulator, and we've got the bottle. How much did it come to in total?
3,500 baht.
That's not bad, is it? Buddy Cub. Just people showing up from different parts of the village helping out. It's beautiful to see, it really is. So lovely. The guys just told us that from the moment it's light till it gets dark, there's people working here throughout the day, helping them get this cleared as quickly as possible. And that's going to give them the opportunity to be able to rebuild their lives here with the help from the community as well. And it'll be the same thing. People donating with building materials, people donating labour as well, helping them out. So here's a spreadsheet showing the exact details as to how much Pook has raised. So donations came to, through the Buy Me a Coffee link, came to 41,733.57 Thai baht. That was the dollars converted to baht, what the conversion rate was. Of course, that includes the deductions from Buy Me a Coffee and from PayPal for the exchange. They charge a little bit for transferring the money over, and also Buy Me a Coffee. It's a business, they charge, I think it's 5% they charge as well. So that is the amount that Pook actually ended up with. Okay, so she went to the bank to draw this out in cash. She can go out spending and keep things easy if she keeps this separate from her own money. So instead of drawing that, she rounded it up by adding some of her own money here. So she rounded that up to 42,000 baht. That. There was also a cash donation from one of our subscribers, one of our followers on Facebook and on YouTube, Lee, and so that brought the final figure up to this here. So that's what Pook had to spend. So you can see these are the jobs. That crew to one, that's the guy wearing the hat who's helping out the teenage boys and girls, getting them back on their path. So the baby things, bought at Big C, there's how much it came to. The washing machine we bought for him to make life easier for all of them in the house. There's 10, I think it's 11 people including him now. That was from E-Power. That's how much the washing machine cost. Then for the house fires, food from Macro came to that. Cooking utensils from this shop here, discount store, came to that. And the little gas stove with the bottle came to this. So that's how much has been spent so far from the fund. That's the balance. Now, additional to that, we've taken the link down, but a couple of people have found their way around that and they've still added on the Buy Me a Coffee donations link. So at the moment, there's $35.64 sitting in PayPal from Buy Me a Coffee, from two donations. We'll leave that there until the end of March, just in case anything comes through. We'd rather you didn't at the moment because we're waiting until we've got the company set up. So it just makes it easier for us if any questions are asked regarding me working. I'm not working. This is Pook's donation. This is Pook's fundraiser. But you know what it's like. Some people cause a bit of grief. So we're freezing it for the time being. So these two donations work out to $35. That's sitting in PayPal. That'll be drawn out in Thai baht at the end of the month and added to the fund. But right now, that's how much is left. 20,000. This is how much has been spent. Incredible. Really great effort by everyone. And your generosity is honestly making a difference to people. Okay? So that's the actual breakdown of the money in and the money out. So with the serious work out of the way for a while, it was time to relax and enjoy some time with our friend Lee. This is a flying club in Udon Thani that he belongs to. He's invited us along, and I'm probably going to have a go at this at some point. So the guys just explained that before anyone flies, they inform the airport. We're not far from the airport, just down the road. So they inform the airport to let them know that they're going to be flying in the area.
Yeah.
She's looking. You're looking for the pedals.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you want to have a go?
I will one day, I think.
You see?
So Lee, I've just asked you, is it important the direction you take off in?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
You have to take off into the wind.
Okay.
Very difficult and very dangerous if you don't take off into the wind.
Right, okay. And that's to do with filling the
It has to do with the speed of the wing and how much lift you get.
Okay. And see this, I'm surprised, it's made of wood.
Yeah. Most of them are made of wood. There's some of them, a few of the guys have composite.
Do they use carbon fibre on any of them?
Carbon fibre composite.
Oh, okay.
But they're 15,000 baht or more.
Wow.
And this is 2,500 baht.
Right, okay.
Big difference.
Oh, massive difference, yeah.
And they make these in Thailand.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they make them with a CNC machine.
So at the moment, there's no wind or breeze really to...
You see over there, you can see the red flag a little bit.
Yeah, sure. It's blowing, well, it's sort of like leaning this way, so...
And unfortunately, we only have the one big runway here.
Yeah.
We have this here we can do. It's not that different. We did have a big area out there, but it's been filled in and stuff like that, so it's not real good right now.
Okay.
Because
I saw that as we drove in, yeah.
It's nice to have a big 360 so you can go any direction.
Sure, yeah.
And so what they do is they set the wing out.
Yeah.
And make sure all the lines are correct.
Okay.
And then after the lines are correct, then you hook up the lines to the paramotor.
Okay.
And stretch it out. Okay, he's going to start here, fly.
Okay.
Look to the left there. That's foot line.
So at that stage there, I would imagine that the wind coming off of that propeller also fills the wing, yeah?
It helps, but the wing comes up quickly, so you'll see.
Okay.
What pulls the wing up is your forward movement.
And I suppose that's quite a balancing act, isn't it, if you're on foot, because you've got the propeller trying to push you over.
So he pulls, he
Wow.
runs, pulls it up.
Oh, it is quick, isn't it? Whoa. Uh-oh. Crazy. Crazy.
Very easy.
Really? I don't think so. I don't think so.
You can start to learn.
Maybe.
Welcome to us.
Thanks to Lee, Chris and the rest of the guys at the Flying Club, Pook and I had a fantastic evening. After being locked down in Chonburi for a while, Bryan's back to finish our build off. He's here with the site foreman, the electrician and of course Pi.
มันจะเป็นมาไม่ได้เปิดให้เขาดูตัวเขาดู
All systems go again here at the house. We've got the electricians in and they're starting to run all of the conduit ready to run the cables to the sockets, the TV sockets, and they've got the cable ready to run all the cabling through. As you can see, all these junction boxes up here are to join up with the through the conduit that's already installed in the walls behind this plasterwork, or rendering, whatever it is. That one up there is for the outside lights. So that's it, that'll all be in place. The wiring will sit on top of the ceiling when it's put in place, run through these junction boxes into the conduit and down to the sockets. You see they've done a lot today. They've been here for what is it now? Say 10, probably about 6 hours. And they've already done an awful lot of work, really gone to town in getting this these cable runs in place. And these openings here are going to be for the outside lights that sit underneath this canopy here. And then we're going to have the wall lights on these pieces that are sticking out here. Just making sure that we're covering all angles. But the question at the moment that we haven't got an answer to is who is in control of the fibre cable coming in from outside. So you've got, I don't know, if we go with True, let's say we go with True. True will provide the internet from the post outside over to the house. Now, what I'm wondering is who's going to run the cable from where it attaches to the house down to this point here. And we need to sort this out quickly because once the ceilings are in place, it's going to be impossible for a True engineer to come along, or whoever we use for the internet, and run a cable across through the ceiling void, down through this conduit here to this point here, because this is where the fibre cable is going to have to run to. So that's something we need to sort out tomorrow, I would imagine. So I'm going to speak to Bryan, see what he usually does, see what the process is, and we might have to get in touch with True, who are probably going to be our internet service provider, and see what the score is about running a cable to that point there from the outside of the building. But I'll keep you up to speed with that and let you know how we get on. How's the garden looking, baby?
Good. Have a look.
Let's have a look. What's going on? How are your orchids coming along?
Yeah, we moved them. Look, Mum and Dad.
So you've made these little baskets to grow the orchids in. They're going to be nice when they come out.
And move over here.
Okay.
Make like a basket.
Nice.
A lot of them here.
Okay. Wow, there's a lot around there.
A lot of them here, they're different species. One species.
Okay.
They put it all together and put the, what they call, coconut.
Coconut bark, is it?
Bark or not shells, isn't it?
Like the husk of a coconut, and it holds the moisture in. Stops them drying out.
Oh, look. Some of them coming out already.
Really?
It's a beautiful look.
Oh yeah, look at the purple colour.
1, 2, 3.
They look great. Let's have a look at the lime tree, see how the lime tree's doing. Oh look, there's loads of limes still on here. Are these okay for using now? Can you pick these now and eat them?
Oh, let them ripe.
Well, I'm looking at that and it's like...
They had to squeeze.
Oh, you have to wait for them to soften up. That's quite soft. It's quite big as well. So they look like they're ready to eat. Bananas, have we got any bananas growing? Are they seasonal bananas or do they grow all year round?
All year round. Look, one.
Well?
One over there.
Okay, so we've got these here. These have a little bit of a...
Last May, June.
Yeah, some beautiful bamboo here. I love this bamboo. Look how thick it is, how strong it grows as well. And it grows fast once it takes hold. And then coming through here, this is Pook's sister's land. And this is just unbelievable. I haven't been round in this bit of land for a while now. I can't believe how these banana trees have grown in such a short period of time. Ah, there you go. Look at those bananas growing up there. Sawadee Krap. Are you okay on YouTube? That's Balai. She's a friend of Pook's mum's. It is. Did I pronounce that right?
Okay.
Did I pronounce it right? Balai?
Balai, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And more bananas growing here. Look at these. This is great. So this...
Say, be careful of snake.
Okay, yeah. Here's a complete list of all of our fantastic subscribers who donated to the Buy Me a Coffee fundraiser that Pook set up. And you've already seen in this video the help that's getting out there already. There's money left over and that's going to be used to continue to help other people as we go through this month. The video's run on a little longer than I thought it would. We had so much to get in on this one. It's been a while since I posted. So what I'll be doing, I'll be putting out another video in a couple of days to give you a continuation as to how the house build's coming along. And believe me, in the last few days, it's just gone crazy. It's moving so fast. Bryan and his team are really well organised, and they're getting things moving nice and fast. So please remember to hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you'll get the heads up when the new videos come out. And we'll be back soon. Thanks very much for watching.